Hey guys, I'm back today with my MIRA video finally. If you've been following me on Instagram, you know that I received this monitor for free in exchange for an honest review. If you're not familiar with MIRA, it's a device used to track your ovulation by tracking your LH levels, and soon they'll be able to track other hormone numbers as well. So when you order the MIRA Fertility Starter Kit, you get 10 fertility wands along with the monitor. The monitor retails for $199, but you can get it for $174 with my discount code. Before you order it, go ahead and watch this whole video just to make sure that it's something that would work for you. Also, if you go to my Instagram, @LifeWithBrandy, you can check my highlight bubbles. I have a couple for the MIRA so that you can see what I have to say about it in the meantime. So the fertility wand box itself comes with a user manual. It comes with these cutie little pea cups. Like, I didn't think that pea cups could be so cute, but look at them. They are kind of hard to get separated, but once you do, they're the perfect size that you need to dip the tip of the dipstick into. It does come with 10 of the cups though, and 10 of the fertility wands. Call me weird, but I love the mint color that MIRA uses. These have the perforated edge so that you can easily tear them open. But I just think this simple packaging is so cute. And now to open the actual fertility monitor. So when you open the box, you have these quick start instructions to help you get started with using your MIRA. And underneath the instructions is the cute little packaging that it comes in. So it comes in this cute little white leathery type zipper case. Oh, and there's also this instruction manual here that comes with it. Anyway, so it comes in a super soft, easy to clean white leather. I think it's leather zipper case. Okay, so first impression, I'm loving how simple the design of this monitor is. Right here is a charging port, and on the lower part is where you insert the test strip in. So this might seem like something that's not important to a lot of people, but the zipper is very smooth and functional. I can tell they did spend the time and the money on the case. They didn't go cheap on the case, so I really appreciate that. Even the packaging is super thick foam, so it kept it nice and protected while it was in transport here. This is the little charging cable. I'm gonna go ahead and get it plugged into a base of my own and get this monitor charged up so we can see what it's all about. Okay, I had set a timer for 4 hours. It was already 60% charged whenever I got it in the mail. We are 2 hours and 30 minutes into the charge, and now this is the screen that's popping up. At first it was green and said MIRA when I held the button down to get it to turn on, and then it had a QR code to scan, and then now it says ready to test, no prior readings. Okay, so as you can see, this is the MIRA app. It is a minty blue color. Whenever you open it, you can see that you have your fertility score. It says my analyzer is disconnected, which I'm not sure why at this time. I thought it said it downloaded immediately. So it gives you a fertility score, your cycle day, and days until period. If you put in your period, obviously I don't have a period, so if you clicked it, it would show, you know, like the days that you had it. Going back, you can chart if you had sex with or without a contraceptive or didn't. The hormone test is where my results should show up, which my result was low and it was a 5. And then you can chart your temperature, cervical mucus amount and quality, and tracking if you track your cervix position, firmness, and openness, which I've never done that. And then notes like things maybe like cramping today or things of that nature. When you go here, you can see the calendar. It does show like a little chart for, you know, what each thing means on the calendar, and then the graph that will show your fertility hormone curve as your data is inputted into the monitor. So it's really cool. I'm gonna try to get mine connected so that my result goes in there. This is what I hear people have a hard time with, so I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so at first I had an issue connecting it, but what I did was closed out the app and turned the device off, and then turned it back on. It is now connected, and it shows that my hormone level, when I click the hormone test button, hold on, I'll share it with you. Now when I click the hormone test button, it shows at 10:58 a.m. my LH level was 5.07 I think it's milliosmoles something, which is low. So And then under information, it explains the result. Oops. So yeah, if you have any issues, I think maybe just powering off the devices, closing out of the app like this, and then turning it back on will help. Say hi.
Hi.
We're gonna do a 1 month update. Say that.
Update.
Say 1 month update.
Okay.
Say 1 month
Mama.
update
Update.
On
On
the MIRA monitor.
MIRA monitor.
I love you, cutie good. So I'm gonna do a recap of the last almost month that I've been using the MIRA fertility monitor. I started using it on August 18th, and basically it has been nice to have all these insights because I'm not yet cycling, I'm still breastfeeding. We're kind of in the process of slowly weaning. My daughter's 10.5 months. Yeah, she's 10.5 months. So I have been taking a MIRA test every day for the last almost month. We're like 4 days away from a month. But I've used 30 tests total, actually 31 tests, because some days I did one in the morning and one at night to see what was going on. But basically, I don't know if you can tell from this, the trends are just kind of all over the place. A normal LH curve would look like this. So see the teal line here at the bottom that goes up in a hill and then goes back down? That's a normal LH curve. And then this is what's going on with me. So it's been all over the place, but it has been really insightful to watch my other symptoms to go along with the numbers, like what I'm feeling going along with my symptoms along with what my number ends up being. And it will be really helpful to have this information as I quit breastfeeding and hopefully start cycling again. But if I don't and I need to go to my doctor, I can show the trends and show what's going on. I was supposed to have started a fertility medication when we were trying to get pregnant with Riley because my doctor said my numbers were so low that there was no way I was going to ever ovulate on my own. So that might be the case now. Obviously I got pregnant and had a miscarriage before Parker and then got pregnant with Parker without issues. So we'll see. I'm not like super worried about it yet. I've just been doing it for the last month just to kind of see what's going on in my body as I'm nearing the end of my breastfeeding journey. But so I like it. I'll say if I would recommend it, absolutely, because I just feel like it kind of takes the guesswork out of the like normal ovulation test where you have to guess like, oh, is this dark enough to where it's positive, or is it still the same as yesterday, you know, and oh, I think it's been after 2 minutes, so I've waited too long to look at it and all that. Like, I mean, you dip the stick in and you get your number after 16 minutes. So there's no questioning or guesswork in it. I am anxious to see how long it takes for me to start cycling again, since at this point with my first daughter, I obviously was already cycling, otherwise I wouldn't have gotten pregnant so early. I was already pregnant at this point. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna continue to update because I find this thing so fascinating and super awesome to be able to have at home and to use. So the kit that I got was the starter kit with the 10 wands, which you saw probably at the beginning of this video. I have since bought 2 20 packs of wands with my own money. And yes, everything's a little bit more pricey, but again, it takes the guesswork out of everything. And you reuse the same monitor and just buy the wands. So would I recommend it? Yes, I would. Obviously, if you don't have a super high budget, oh, like I was gonna say, this monitor with the 10 wands retails, I believe it's like $199. And I have a coupon code, it's just Brandy, that can save you. So thinking that this is usually like $200 if you didn't have a coupon code. And then the clear blue monitor, the advanced one, is, I believe it's $50, and you get enough test strips. I think you get 10 with the clear blue and you get 10 with this too, but then every time you buy the test sticks it's like $30, and the test sticks for these are $50. So I'd say it's like almost double in price, not quite, but also again, if you're at a point where, or you have PCOS or you deal with other things that are going to interfere and could mess with your concentrations in your urine, it's just so much easier to have the number spelled out for you versus like trying to tell, oh, it's a smiley face, oh, I've had a smiley face for, you know, 20 days and haven't got a, or flashing smiley face and haven't got a solid smiley. I mean, it just takes all that out, all that, oh, I don't know what this means. So I definitely would recommend it if it's in your price range. Even though it's pricey, I feel like it's worth it to take out the guesswork. Again, I was gifted this, so I didn't pay for this, but I have paid for the 2 boxes of 20 wands since with my own money. Because I do like it that much. So there's a couple things that I read online that people have issues with, and I just kind of wanted to go, I've not had any issues with this thing whatsoever. One of the issues was people saying that they can't get it to sync up with their phone, which I haven't had that problem at all. I always make sure I close out of my apps. So, you know, when you slide up and you start seeing your apps, I always make sure that I close out of everything before I try to sync it up. My Bluetooth is always on. So in the mornings, whenever I use this, I go pee in the cup, I put the dipstick in, get it all switched around like I've showed you, put it in. The end of 16 minutes, I make sure before I go in there to check it, what my result was, I make sure that I've closed out of all my apps so that the MIRA app isn't running from the day before. And then whenever I go into the bathroom, literally sometimes before I can even open the app, it's already beeped and synced together. But so right now, this is what the screen looks like. So when I open the app on my phone, and it will connect, it shows app connected, and then it connects and it shows here my numbers that it downloaded it. So I mean, I never have had issues. Also, if you can see the battery level on here at the top on this side, you can see the little battery. I charged this up when I very first got it a month ago. I've used it every single morning and sometimes in the evening since I got it, and have never charged it since, and I've only used that much battery. So the battery actually lasts quite a while. So on the main screen, you see when you're ready to test, you see the battery, you see over here that it's Bluetooth ready, down here is the date, and down here is your most recent LH number, which you can see mine is low. I have yet to have a peak reading. I have a couple times had a medium reading, and you can kind of see those spikes on here. See, it just connected again. I mean, it's good at connecting, but you can see those spikes on there, but I have yet to have a peak reading, because I'm obviously still not cycling, I would assume. So yeah, the battery works good. I've not read any issues with people with the battery. I have read issues with people having issues connecting. Just make sure you close out of the MIRA app before you open it up to connect it, because if it's still open from the day before, I have noticed that it would have an issue then, but I never have had an issue since I always make sure it's closed out and I open it fresh the morning that I'm trying to connect it. Another thing that I had issues with was when it was on, so you hold it down 3 seconds to power it off, or I just hold it down until the screen goes black. But one thing I was having trouble with, I was holding it down to turn it on and I couldn't get it to turn on. You hold it down for 2 seconds to get it to turn on. So when you're holding it down, it thinks you're trying to turn it off. So don't hold it down to turn it on. You just hold 1, 2, let go, and it starts to turn on its own. Whenever you're ready to shut it down, you can hold it down for 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, and it'll shut off. Or I just hold it until the screen goes black is the easiest way. At first I was like, okay, I can't get this thing to turn on, and I was like, is it not charged? Did it already die? What the heck's going on with it? I tried plugging it in and immediately turned on. Then when I read the instructions, it was like, hold it down for 2 seconds to power it on and 3 seconds to power off. So I was just holding it down for too long. So those are the only things I can think of that I have heard people having issues with, or that I personally had issues with. Otherwise, I haven't had any issues with it at all. In fact, I actually think it's super easy to use and I really love it. I guess one tip I want to say, make sure, like you saw in the beginning of this video, when you stick the pee stick in the urine, and you have to take the cap off of the top and cap the bottom, and then click the side into the monitor that hasn't been in the urine. So you're covering with the lid the side that has been in the urine. You don't put the wet side in this monitor. If you put the wet side in this monitor, obviously it's gonna ruin it. So that's just a tip. I've never done it. I don't know what will happen if you do it. You're not supposed to do that. I'm just saying that would probably ruin something like this because of the computer gadgets and stuff. I've never even tried. You might not even be able to stick that in here. I have no idea. But just as a tip, make sure that after you dip the stick in the pee, that you then pull the lid off the top and cover the pee side with it. I will put a link in the description here to the MIRA website, and I'll also leave that discount code below if this is something that you're interested in. Obviously, I've only used it for a month, but I've used it for a month religiously, and I haven't had any issues. I think it's super awesome, and I've recommended it to people that have asked, or people that are trying to not get pregnant and want to have more insight about their cycle so that they know what times to avoid. People that are trying to get pregnant that have PCOS, that are considering trying to have a baby in the future, wondering if this might be good for them to go ahead and start using now. I honestly think that it would be great. So if you have one and you like it or don't like it, let me know below. I just want to know what other people's experiences are with it. So far I like it, but again, I've only used it for a month. Otherwise, that's it. I will see you in my next video.